Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Soul Star Lightkeepers of the Crystal Palace Resonance. We continue to bring in the massive energetics from the 22-22-22 portal yesterday as we navigate through the new frequencies, flooding this realm for the next phase of our ascension process. We will be integrating and anchoring all the new codes and keys from the most powerful galactic portal of the year. Synchronizing with this portal, we enter the galactic signature today on the Mayan calendar with Keen 176, Yellow Resonant Warrior, which is also a galactic activation portal. The warriors of the Gold Sun continue to rise and activate the sovereign awareness for all sentient living beings of the light. With the intense energies flowing in from the great central sun through our Solaris, we had a blackout time leap on the Schumann charts and a blast of gamma plasma waves flowing into this realm directly from source, appearing as a blast of white light at an amplitude of 27 Hz. 9D energy is now pulsing in for the Great Awakening. All ground crew Earth Angelics continue the purging and clearing of the shadow of Gaia and the collective from many millennia of abuse, trauma, and suffering. We ground and anchor into the fertile soil of 3D as a foundation to rise as sacred lotus flowers through the still waters, to reach the surface and break through into the heavens and light of 5D. Star blossoms of the new Jerusalem, it is time to rise and break through into the freedom lineage of the pure land of Amida Buddha. We are completing the quantum leap of consciousness into the eternal bliss, conscious ones, of the new heaven upon the new earth. Remember, sacred guardians of Terra Nova Gaia, it is always darkest before the dawn. We came for this, it is time, and you are worth it. This is Operation Breakthrough Omega Point into the other shore. Aho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul, White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you again today, so be sure to stick around to the very end. And please do us a favor, leave us a comment below on what you're experiencing and what you're feeling, and please share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And with these powerful energies flowing in, we had many activations and earth changes all over this realm. We had massive flooding today in Australia, flash floods in Queensland after 300 millimeters of rain in 6 hours, and in South America, Bolivia, major flooding as Mother Earth continues to cleanse and purge all that no longer serves her or humanity. Our prayers, love, and blessings go out to every one of our people suffering to these great earth changes. We also had many activations all over this realm with 103 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. The most powerful today, South America, most northern point of our sacred Andes Mountains, home of our sacred condors, with a 5.5. Santa Rosa del Sur, Colombia, South America. Argentina, earlier today, South America, 4.4 activation. Sarahan, India, 4.1. Papua New Guinea, 5.0. U.S. Virgin Islands, 3.5. Vanuatu, 4.7. Bolivia, South America, just north of the Tropic of Capricorn, also in the Andes Mountains, Kundalini Pachamama, on the border with Chile and Argentina. We had a powerful 4.4 activation, 193 kilometer depth. Puerto Rico, 3.3, 33 Divine Mastery, 109 kilometer depth, 19. South Pacific Ocean, 4.4, very deep at 316 kilometers. Indonesia, 4.4. Vanuatu, 4.5. Council of 9 coming in, 137 kilometers depth, 137 into the 731. The unity of heaven upon earth. Then the most powerful in Colombia with a 5.5, 57 kilometer depth, 555. 7.8 degrees north of the equator at 12:49 UTC. And then in the crown of Lemuria, Alaska Peninsula 3.5, Okinawa, Japan 5.1, Isabela, Puerto Rico 3.7, 37 into 73, heaven upon earth, Chile, South America, Tropic of Capricorn 4.2, south of Panama 4.7, Guatemala, Central America, home of our Mayan elders 4.2, then in the Philippines 4.6. The grids again today totally lit up, activated. The dragon lines are flowing with the heavenly chi, the gold light of source, the Christos consciousness, activating every living heart in every realm, every dimension, every timeline, merging here together through the still center that is the kingdom of heaven within, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things, pure awareness, Buddha consciousness. The almighty I Am presence. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 7 degrees, 29 minutes Sagittarius. The sun is at 5 degrees, 27 minutes Pisces. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 6 degrees Pisces. A parade of army officers in full dress. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 8 degrees Sagittarius. Deep within the depths of the earth, new elements are being formed. From astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the knowledge deck, Animal Spirits, from Susan Sedan-Boulay. The card she pulled for you today, Fish. Symbology, feminine energy, fertility, abundance. The fish is a sacred symbol to many peoples and has assumed the form of deities and other supernatural beings. As a creature of the water, it is associated with feminine, life-giving energies and is often a character in creation myths. The trio, a tribe from the tropical rainforests of Brazil, tell the story of Paraparara, a fisherman who is visited by a spirit woman that rises from the body of a fish. The spirit woman shows Paraparara how to cultivate plants and how to cook them. To the Pech Indians of Honduras, the nine-eyed mermaid, Serena, is the mother of all fish. The Pech people would have special ceremonies before fishing to ask Serena for permission to take some of her offspring. In the painting, the head of a woman is framed within the body of the fish, emphasizing the feminine aspects of the animal spirit. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Clare Prophet from the Summit Lighthouse. Thought form of the sine wave to the sun. A new perception of the chart of your mighty I Am presence, explained by Elizabeth Clare Prophet. I would like to speak to you about the thought form that is in our poster for this retreat, the sine wave to the sun. You might say that this is a different way of showing the mighty I Am presence, the Christ self, and the individual who is ascending to God. You might also say that this sine wave is a ladder of light. You can see the concentric rings in a dimension of the attitude of the soul climbing or accelerating, the intensity of light and entering into the successive rings, going into the central sun, which is the I Am presence. And here it is depicted as an infinite galaxy of light. If you can imagine the center of your mighty I Am presence as an infinite galaxy of light, you begin to think about a new perception of the Infinite One, and the manifestation we have become so accustomed to meditating upon in the chart of the I Am presence. This would be the individual as you, clearly manifest as a ray of light coalesced in this dimension. The white fire in the center and the galaxy in the heart denotes the Christ presence. Many times we hear people ask, who is my Christ self? Is it myself? Is it someone else? Is it someone with whom I can speak? Is it an energy? Is it a consciousness? It is all of these things, depending upon your own positioning both on the outside of the sine wave, following it and becoming the sine wave, or being in the center of it, poised in that very perfect point of cosmic Christ consciousness, which we called the Leia center. We descended this ladder of light, each one having free will, each one for various reasons, presenting himself before the Lord God Almighty in the person of the Father, Mother God, Alpha and Omega, and therefore we were given the opportunity to go into the outer universes, out from that original inner retreat in the heart of God, from pearls of wisdom radiant word, and from crystal and indigo guide to the galaxy, bonds. The next 10 days will be the easiest period for one to fully leave all the old limiting beliefs and karmic programs behind, walk out of the dark prison and make the jump to the organic reality of truth. All it will take is for one to fully come in the body and stay present and honest with all inner emotions and thoughts, in order to clearly see them for what they are and accept them without any judgments. This way one will be able to know what to do, and all the Gordian knots of pain, illness, loss, suffering, depression, black magic, and oblivion will be resolved, or if necessary, cut. You are the power, and you are the one you have been waiting for. You are only responsible for yourself and no one else. We cut all ill bonds. Everyone is capable of healing the self, even if they pretend they cannot. This truth needs to be accepted now, even if one's inner child is still in illusionary and distorted misunderstanding that only he or she has the power and the knowing how, and must save his, her, parents, others. Others are but an excuse for one to avoid the self, not become an adult and not take self-responsibility. Staying behind and not moving ahead does not help anyone. It is only when we move ahead, liberate the self, and become happy and powerful, that we open the way for others, if they choose, to follow the same path of completion. Allow others to be what they want, even if you do not like what they choose. They can absolutely save themselves, and if they do not want to, it is because they are free souls and they decide for themselves. This is their given right. Right now is the moment to claim and feel yourself back in your body and heart, and get to know your true history in order to correct, heal any distortions, and become the rainbow that you truly are. This is how you'll become whole and self-sovereign. Pay close attention these days, because your blood will be speaking to you, and it will be revealing to you what you need to do in order to liberate yourself and take the direction in life that truly suits you. Everything else is now irrelevant. Irini. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Ra James, we have our soul gifts activating. Right now we are continuing to receive DNA activations. We will continue to move through a huge influx of ascension energies over the next 48 hours. The next 48 hours we are in a heightened space for manifesting and healing. These are galactic energies being sent to help the planet. These energies are shifting the entire planet into a higher spiritual vibration. They are awakening and activating your Starseed DNA. Much of your DNA is connected to your purpose, gifts, past lives, and your higher ascension templates. As your DNA deactivate, it will awaken psychic abilities. If you have gifts you are aware of, make sure you're really working with them. These energies are activating your intuitive gifts. Many of you are feeling and sensing energies more. This means you should be really feeling the connections around you on a deeper level. You may notice you're losing people around you. You're becoming more sensitive to your soul taking on karma. Some of this is shifting into a new higher frequency. You may have gifts activating and may or may not even realize it yet. That's why we should be working on further developing our spiritual gifts. The senses are becoming more heightened. The way you are seeing, hearing, tasting, and smelling things will become much sharper. Once your third eye is open and activated, you're tapping into clairvoyance. The ability to tune in with your third eye. It's an inner vision. Many of you can remotely tune into things now. That's why many of you are having more dreams and visions during this time. You're connecting more and more with the spiritual realms. You should also be becoming more empathic. You should be feeling the collective energies, that you're connected to everyone and everything. Many of you are feeling inspired to help the planet on some level. Missions of the new Earth are being birthed in this space. You may be opening up more telepathically. You may notice this with the people closest to you. You may also be receiving telepathic communication or downloads from the spirit world. You may be receiving more guidance, knowledge, or even just a knowing. You may be much more open to other people's energies and emotions. You should be able to feel how they are feeling and what they are going through. That's why it's important that you're having good boundaries and that you are keeping your solar plexus more clear. Energy healings and energy clearings can help with that. Make sure you're keeping your energy clear. From sparksofdivinelighealing.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Mary Long. Wild energies, wild weather, wild times, oh my. The energies are certainly ramping up. You can feel it within you, recalibrating ourselves. Even our crown is being activated more as I feel the energies coming in from above and below. Coursing all through this body, pressure around the neck and crown. Every cell is singing, and so are the tones in my ears. Exciting, monumental times we are in. I am grateful to be here to experience this. No matter what level the energies are at, I feel excited and renewed like a child of wonder. The things I see, flashes of light, twinkling stars with vibrant colors all around me. Walking around last night before bed, I could see this white aura all around me. It was like walking in a fog of light. Magical times of transition, and the more we allow ourselves to open up to it, the more beauty we see as we continue to get glimpses of higher dimensions. Nothing can stop what is occurring except maybe the overthinking of what we are experiencing. Best thing to do is just allow yourself to flow with it and non-attaching some type of reason or label to it. We were born for this, and I can feel the frequencies amping up within Mother Earth. I can even feel her spinning much faster, wobbling back and forth like a cradle of love for her children of all forms. No matter how intense it may feel at times, remember these are going to be the most exciting, changing times of this century. The angels in heaven are playing their trumpets, singing hallelujah. The time has come to shift the energies and bring this planet back to the Eden she truly is. Feeling the love very deeply this morning, and my compassion for all life will always remain in the highest frequency of love for all life. In oneness we thrive as one divine family of love and light. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, in a month of growth, healing, and personal development, Jupiter is helping us in this expansion for offering us the right frequency, for us to align with our higher guidance and descend all the healing, wisdom, and hence clarity required for our personal journey. For some, this expansion comes in terms of healing. For others, it will be oriented towards the manifestation of their soul's desires. And for others, this will be about expanding into self-love and care. Wherever we are in our evolutionary journey, this is one of the most intense months of all the year, one that represents profound personal shifts in many ways and in many dimensions. As a cosmic representation of the expansion, opportunity for healing and intuitive senses opening that is taking place in the micro. On February 23rd, we have Jupiter semi-square Pluto, and at the end of the month on February 28th, Jupiter will quintile true node. This is an invitation for us to reconnect with our own inner divine power, especially with the Sun already in Pisces, and utilize it to build what will bring us success, unconditional love, and healing not just to ourselves and our personal path, but to all. For now we walk in unity, and every single thing we think, feel, and do is not about us anymore, but about thinking in all as a group consciousness. Use this power wisely and direct it towards the creation of that which you know is your destiny, as you planned it before you came into this plane. Use this empowering frequency to stand firm in your personal truth, heading into the direction of your dreams, building your soul mission on earth, expanding on it, and directing your thoughts and actions towards what is ahead, never to what we left behind, as the North Node invites us to do. These last two events summarize perfectly well what this month is about: expansion, transcendence of limitations and false programs, and above all, confronting all challenges that in truth are mere opportunities for us to continue fulfilling our purpose. We are in a phase of our ascension journey in which only looking forward will help us disengage from our past timeline. In the moment we look back, bringing past energies, we come back to where we used to be. The choice is always ours to move into a more harmonic state of being or repeat, if necessary, what we have not yet integrated. As always, we are where we need to be to continue growing, as expansion never ceases, and wherever we may be in our personal evolutionary path is perfect for what we need to experience at this time. Within infinite love, Natalia Alba, StarseedSoul.com, and from Divine Sistar of the Light, Judith Kusel, the Great Mother Healing. In the last few days, an intense mother healing has occurred within humanity. It is a deep healing of the mother aspect of the feminine divine, and indeed within the masculine and feminine. This mother healing extends down the whole ancestral lineages, as well as through what has been encoded in our DNA. More than this mother healing extending into our very souls, and not only in this lifetime, as the inner child went through great mother healing, but also all the other lifetimes before us, where we have been a mother, a grandmother, or in any form of mothering. For men also mother in their own unique way, and this may not always be obvious. Yet some men, whose heart center is fully open, do have this as well. This healing went deeply into the woundedness of the matriarchal societies, for in the beginning the matriarchy ruled, only to be supplanted by the patriarchy. Yet in many tribal aspects, matriarchy has always ruled. What has happened here was a huge shift into balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine, as well as the woundedness of many millions of years on this planet where the imbalance created wars and destruction, separation, alienation, divisions, so often slavery and injustice. I was in tears this morning as the divine feminine appeared to me, and I had a deep mother and feminine side healing. As my feminine side, the left side, truly came to the fore in the physical sense in the last few weeks, I did intense inner healing work, and only when this dawned upon me did I realize that this was not only my healing, but also for the whole of humanity. I was shown how the divine feminine was pouring unconditional mother love into every single soul upon earth. It moved right into the heart center as connected to the soul, and it was profound. Divine showers of love rippling out and then going deeply into Mother Earth and deeply into all creatures on earth and in the sky, and bringing in a deep heart love activation as never experienced before. This will cause an even greater awakening in souls on earth on massive scales now. It will be as if the shackles and bonds which kept humanity prisoner for so long will just fall off, as will the blindness, the often unwillingness to see the truth. It is bringing in a deep awakening of divine truth within all of us. It will be that we suddenly clearly see the truth and know the truth in our deepest soul, as the heart opens more and more. Yesterday was the final opening of the gateways to the new age of Aquarius and the new golden age of peace, unity, and oneness. There are great celebrations at universal and omniversal levels that the new birth has occurred, and thus our lives will change now dramatically in all aspects of life and living, as souls remember the truth of who and what they in truth are, what they have incarnated to be and do, and there will be a mass awakening of hidden potential and genius, which will bring this in form and creation in the new golden age. The Divine Mother's love is all-embracing, it is all-healing, and it is omnipotent. Open your heart and soul and allow the Divine Mother to embrace you, to hold you, to cradle you in her arms and hold you to her bosom, and then feel that love healing the deepest woundedness of your soul, whether conscious or unconscious, and then allow yourself to take your own little child into your own arms and cradle him or her, and then allow your true loving soul to embrace this child and tell it how much you love him or her, as the Divine Mother love will just sweep through you and into that little child and heal it in the deepest sense, as deep mother healing occurs, also in all lifetimes where you were a mother or mothered others. The divine love is immensely powerful, and open yourself to be cleaved open, so that the deepest healing and releasing now can come, and feel yourself so filled with divine love that it is overflowing from your heart center into every soul you encounter and interact with. Now expand that love and pour it into all the trouble spots on earth, and into your country, into your home, your city, your town, your village, and into the whole of Mother Earth. Do not stop until the whole country, the whole earth is filled with love. You are asked to render this act of mother love to everyone and everything today, yourself included. From JudithKusel.com. From Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. The Divine Feminine Christ are being revealed to the Lamb. He is recognizing her by her healed emerald heart. Revelation 1:4. These are they which are not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they that follow the Lamb, whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb. The Divine Feminine has cleansed karma, healed her bloodline, and transmuted sin to return back to the Lamb's book of life. Final purification of ancestral patterns are happening into the Pisces new moon. This is the end of the lessons it's taken to get here. Continue being courageous, and with a pure heart, take the lead of your life and ascension. Every person who enters the new heaven, new earth, and new city of God will be those whose names are written in the book of life that belongs to the Lamb. Here you will find the Holy Grail that you've been seeking. Revelation 21:27. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. Expectations are higher which are being met. The pendulum has swung in the opposite direction, flipping us into a new timeline of masculine and feminine union, teamwork, and creation. It is safe for the Sisterhood of the Rose and the Divine Feminine Christ to receive her new position of being put first. The Divine Masculine Christ and the Lamb now see you that way, and desire to transition ahead together. Receive this offer from the Divine Masculine Christ, and go forward in partnership into heaven on earth and a divine unions, God's masterpiece. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Last quarter moon in Sagittarius, Mars in Capricorn, sextile Neptune in Pisces, Jupiter in Pisces, semi-square Pluto in Capricorn. The moon in Sagittarius tugs us towards wider horizons. We long for a view, a skyscape, wild hills, and wind in our sails. But the sun in spiritual Pisces asks us to go on an inner journey instead, to connect with the gods within, find our inner peace. As Mars activates Pisces ruler Neptune, whether we travel inwards or outwards, this is a time to do what we need to simulate our imagination and our faith. Prayers are answered when we start working on our dreams. Visualize your goal. Feel the pulse of life in your veins. Be alert to potential hazards without scaring yourself. Jupiter and Pluto can exacerbate fear. Believe you have the power to change. Trust is the key to luck. Remind your inner warrior that it's important to find time to rest and recharge too. Know what you need to keep you strong. Let go of old battles. Lay down your sword. This is compassion in action. Each act of kindness is a healing balm for the planet. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. To participate in the noosphere is such a gigantic leap of consciousness that we can only begin to imagine how vast the scope of this shift is going to be. To facilitate the major adjustment to human consciousness involved in activating the noosphere, it is necessary to cultivate multidimensional paranormality. First, you have to consider that the noosphere is a sensing organism, as it were, planetary in size. Think of yourself in relationship to the planet, and then think how vast is the noospheric planetary mental sensing organism. Not only is the noosphere as the planet mind vast in scope, but it also extends normally into other dimensions as well. In other words, the noosphere is encoded with the multidimensional scale of the universal cosmic mind, the root of all cosmic history and cosmic science. So to fully participate in the potential offered by the advent of the noosphere, it is well that the human now begins to consider multidimensional paranormality. Cosmic science provides the key for understanding and activating multidimensional paranormality. When these forces and powers are properly understood and intelligently developed, they give a new and entirely different meaning to life. Cosmic History Chronicles, Volume 1, from 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 176, Yellow Resonant Warrior. Resonant is the name for the number 7, and its keywords are channel, attune, and inspire. It's day 7, and we are in the very middle of the dog wave spell, and this is a portal day too. The 7th day is all about tuning in, connecting with your natural, intuitive abilities. Today is Yellow Warrior, which represents intelligence, questioning, and fearlessness. Oh, how the Yellow Warrior loves to go on quests and take on missions. We too can wield the sword today, which represents our willpower. Exert yours and make your mission successful. As it is a resonant day, it's best to follow your intuition and allow it to guide you in the right direction. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Yellow Resonant Warrior, 7, Keeb, Keen 176, 23rd of February 2022, attuned to fearlessness. 23/2/2022 equal 526 equal 58 equal 13 equal 4. Day codes 23, Royal Star of the Lion, strength, protection. 5, change, freedom, liberation, transformation. 13, cosmic, goddess, natural lore. 4, form, structure, foundation, earth, angelic. Month year codes 2, twins, partners, cooperation, alliances. 6, heaven, Christ, family, romance, fertility. 8, infinite, abundant, source flow. 20, the awakening, clear vision. 22, architect of peace, master builder. Keen 176 equal 14 equal 5. Change, transformation, freedom, liberation. A powerful galactic activation portal day following on from the evolutionary 20-day Eagle Vision Quest we have just completed yesterday on the 22-22-22 gate. Today, the new Earth Rainbow Warriors are stepping up and banding together as they trailblaze the path to the new time. On this special Gap Day, we are focused on building a new foundation for a peace-filled world. Keen 176 is also one of the 13 clear signs on the tomb lid of Mayan king Pakal Votan. These signs highlight the 13 kin galactic signatures which hold special significance in humanity's process of enlightenment. We have a Gap Day, a Pakal Votan Day, and an Emotional Tone Day today. Be extra mindful of what you are feeling and expressing today so that you do not get stung. Open your heart and become a channel for divine love instead. Day 7 in the White Dog Wave Spell of unconditional love, loyalty, devotion, service, friendship, and faith. We are uncovering and healing all that separates us from Source Love in order to be love. Today the Resonant Warrior seeks to channel the courage to love thy neighbor fearlessly. Tone of Creation, Resonant Tone 7 in the emotional realm. Action inspires power channel, essence attunement. A definition of attunement is a kinesthetic and emotional sensing of others, knowing their rhythm, effect, and experience by metaphorically being in their skin, going beyond empathy to create a two-person experience of unbroken feeling connectedness by providing a reciprocal effect and or resonating response. Today we are super sensitive as we are attuned through our senses, the emotional feeling body. We are super connected to our kin and feeling the togetherness as one global family, attuned to unconditional love. Tune in and feel what your body is sensing today. At Tone 7, our vibrating phenomenon learns to be still and to listen. Mystical 7 understands that everywhere is magical, but right here is better. Once we attune and then channel the magic through this present moment. Number 7 is also the frequency of the mystic and the magician, giving you the magic to channel love and God's grace in this pure divine energy today. What channel are you attuned to today? Are you attuned to New Earth frequency? So, beloveds, enjoy this very special divine day and remember the precept from the teachings of Jesus, Yeshua. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. War no more. Choose love and peace. Let us reimagine a beautiful new world filled with unconditional love and loving kindness for all. And may peace be with us. Amen. It is done. Today's question is, how can I fearlessly attune and channel the power of divine unconditional love to create a peace-filled world? Divine blessings for the rise of the peaceful rainbow warriors today. In la ketch a la keen, Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 176, Yellow Resonant Warrior. The mantra, the code for today is, I channel in order to question, inspiring fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence with the resonant tone of attunement. I am guided by the power of elegance. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help contribute and help us continue to bring these transmissions to the world and our other teachings, you can make a monthly pledge or one-time donation to our links at egolovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to also thank everyone that has supported my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful codes from our 17th dimensional beings through the Pleiades star system. Pleiades 1 messages, February 23rd, 2022. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Non-stop activations are initiated. 22-2-22 broad active +++. Appropriate reconnections in progress. Internal disputes subside. Peace expanding in conflict zones. Realms of dragons +++ expand. Forest of magic is cheered. Mid-temperaments are nullified from retransmissions. 21+++ approved and intensified in transcendental crossing and neutron. Support 14% non-regressive. 21+++ approved and intensified in transcendental crossing and neutron. Reverberation 13% non-regressive. Neva +R+++, 13th Akashic projector aimed for support assessment, 49% non-regressive. Next, greater than 14, forecast of 19, +++ authorized, Jeben Cow, temporarily end of transmission, Pleiades 1, supporting anchoring on island of purification, +++, from disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed, and auspicious, powerful galactic activation portal day today, as we all tap into the yellow warrior within, the Christos consciousness of the gold light of source emanation. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.